Hello, welcome to Teaching Center. I'm Sean Korsmo, and on this edition of Teaching Center, we look at the preview for Super Bowl 51, featuring the Atlanta Falcons and the New England Patriots.
First up, the visiting team, all the way from New England, it's the Patriots.
Here are the starting lineups for the AFC Champions, the New England Patriots. He is 5'7" from the University of Where is Minot. Quarterback, Mr. Haux. He is the person that I've been looking out for. I've seen this guy in the practice field, and I like what I see. He stretches with his famous hammy time stretch, and I think he could take them all the way.
Next, playing left guard for the Patriots is Mrs. Meier. At 5'3", she's definitely not the biggest player on the team. You know, left guards are typically big people, so they can crush other people. But she is not. Shorter than 95% of her own students, you would think that she's not that good, but she gives a mean evil eye.
Next, standing at 5'11" and 271.6 pounds, is fullback Mr. Prokop. This man is making a comeback. He took 41 years off since his last snap of football when he was playing for the 0 Super Bowl Vikings. But he is back and is more than ready to bring a title back to the Cheaters.
Now, we have Mr. Schiermeister, standing at 6 foot and playing wide receiver for the Patriots. He's a true weapon for the Pats. Running a 4.34 40-yard dash, he can get behind the secondary. Plus, with his height advantage, he's dangerous.
Now, we have the major factor of this team. The monster. The beast. You won't believe how jacked this man really is. Standing at 4'4" and 73 pounds from the University of I buy my clothes on clearance and I don't know how to use a razor, State College, the center, Mr. Brash. This man has worked his butt off and is ready to give himself one more win after his already impressive 24 Super Bowl victories in his career. Can the 84-year-old man show us what he has left in the tank?
Yes.
You will have to find
At
out.
halfback, we have a true legend, a St. Mary's legend, a Hall of Famer from the class of 1991, Mr. Greff. He has already scored 82 touchdowns this year and should be a great player for the Pats. Even though he has 82 touchdowns, his rushing record is impressive. Negative 462 rushing yards this year. Talk about a third down back.
Next, standing at 6 foot, 124.8932 pounds, from the University of Blair Walsh was wide left, Mr. Healy. He loves coaching, but now it's time to play some football. He's already had an amazing year, catching one pass for negative 4 yards and a fumble. He is really ready to show us what he has. Another postseason collapse.
Postseason collapse.
Now, we have a very crucial player for the Pats, Mr. Striley. What a tank. Playing right tackle, he's a monster, plowing guys over like they're middle schoolers, which he's known to do. He's a major key in the offense, flinging guys around like bowling pins.
Next, standing at 7'3" from the University of Dakota State. No one knows who that is Mrs. Peterson. Now, we should go tell her. This is not basketball, which she really excelled in. This is football. Did you guys tell her that?
I didn't get her.
No.
Shoot, I should go tell her that. Alright, now we've got that covered. Now, 5'11", from the University of I know everything about sports, and I think I'm good at everything, is wide receiver Mr. Schmicky. He played football in his prime, and we all know that he is out of his prime. He caught 17 passes for negative 54 yards.
Negative 54.
But he still thinks he's the GOAT. But unfortunately, we all think that his career might be over after this game. It's too bad to see that his career was cut short to male pattern baldness.
Now we have Mrs. Davis, playing right guard for the Patriots. She is 1.5 people, because baby's half a person.
It's a person.
Half.
No.
Yes. It does not stop her that she is 1.5 people, though. She is part of one of the most explosive offenses this game has ever seen. Her baby is due this spring, and that is nothing she cannot handle, seeing the people she throws around. She's maybe pregnant, but she still is great at right guard.
Last but not least is Mr. Kern. Playing left tackle, he has had a good season. He's been drilling people after his mini basketball hoop broke. We'll see if he can continue that aggression through the Super Bowl.
Next, after that stacked Patriots team, we have the NFC Champions, the Falcons.
From Atlanta. First up on the Falcons, we have a 5'2" wide receiver from the Grayson Allen School of Tripping, and Dez dropped it. It is Mrs. Nelson. Even though she has been flagged 3 times this year for tripping and got suspended indefinitely for only 1 game. But she is a key factor for this team. Just watch the foot, Nelson, please, huh?
Playing running back for the Falcons out of the University of Jamestown is Mrs. Quale. I don't know if I've gone a day without hearing that her arm hurts. Her running back skills have been fantastic this year. Ever since she's had this arm soreness, though, she had more and more fumbles. Hopefully, she doesn't let her team down this Sunday.
Playing wide receiver for the Falcons is Mrs. Brecht.
Who?
Mrs. Brecht.
Oh.
She's had a good season this year without fumbling once. Also, she hasn't had any receptions or been passed too many times.
She's still on the team?
Some say she's just in there for support. And I would probably agree.
Next playing tight end for the Falcons is Mrs. Hyde. She's just like Brecht. I know who that is. Hasn't any receptions or been passed to, but she does block for Mrs. Quale. At the end of the season, all that matters is that you win the Super Bowl. It doesn't matter if you score all the touchdowns or you don't play. Everyone on the team is a winner, unless you lose.
Now playing fullback is Mr. Fuller. This man is crazy. If you've ever seen him deadlift, you might as well forfeit the game because of how strong he is. Hopefully, he can get his team a couple touchdowns and create some big plays.
Next playing quarterback is Mrs. Shettler. She is a very good volleyball player, so hopefully when it's game time, she is able to use that power from volleyball and have an arm able to throw Hail Marys in deep passes like Joe Flacco and to make big plays.
Now, playing right guard for the Falcons, we have Mr. Carr. This guy is a tank.
Yeah.
He can create huge blocks for his running backs with his power. Most of the big plays start from this guy making a clutch block. He can pick you up and throw you out of bounds.
Doubt it.
I can't wait to watch and see how the Patriots try to get through him. It's going to be a tough day for the Patriots defensive linemen. The Falcons will also benefit from him because he's great at drawing some creative plays.
Playing wide receiver is Mr. Palmer. He's a giant, towering over all the Patriots cornerbacks. He has caught 48 touchdown passes this year and leads his team. I would watch out for this guy making crazy catches in the game just because of his height advantage.
Now, at left guard, we have Mr. Crouse. He has a good experience winning rings. He has a ring with the University of North Dakota. He doesn't have 5 like the Bison do, but whatever, still counts. And we are still going to see if he can get one in the NFL with the Falcons. He is a big, strong guard, and I don't know if this Patriots defensive line will be able to get through this Falcons offensive line.
Last up, but certainly not least, we have Mr. Sheldon. Mr. Sheldon is an all-around good player who is good at everything.
Everything!
He can play on the line, he can play running back, quarterback, wide receiver, and tight end.
Anything you want, he can do it!
He is also a big trickery guy. He loves trick plays, and I would watch out because he turns those plays into huge yard gains.
Huge yard gains!
Well, folks, there you have it. Now it's your time to decide who wins.
Super Bowl 51 coming at you live. Sunday, 5:30 in Houston.
For more sports talk, follow me on Instagram, Sean_Horseman.
Or Logan Schaubert.
And good night.
Or Jack
Yeah,
Speckle.
No one cares. Here we go.
We're gonna delete that part.
More sports talk.
Sean, come on.
All right, let's.
Sean just wants his in there.
Mr. Sheldon is an all-around good player
Good player.
who is good at everything.
Everything.
He can play on the line. He can play running back, quarterback, wide receiver, and tight end.
Anything you want.
Dang it, Logan! Dang it, Logan!
The center, Mr. Brash. This man has worked his butt off.
So close!
Are you kidding? You're so close.
She may have a baby in her stomach, which is half a person.
It's a person.
Half. That certainly does not stop her. She's one of the most explosive offense. Dang it, Logan!
That was good.
Dang it!
That was good. That was. We should do that. We should do that. We should do that.
We look at the preview of Super Bowl 51, featuring the Atlanta Falcons and the New England Patriots.
First up, the visiting team, all the way from
Stop! Why'd you laugh? And on this edition of Teaching Center, we look at the... Stop!
Sean, just leave. Oh my god.
Here are the starting lineups for the AFC Champions, the New England Patriots. He is a 5'7". Oops. He is a 5'7". He is 5'7".
Next, at halfback... Wait, are we going?
Come on.
Typically, left guards are big, you know, so they can actually hit somebody.
I did not